not still have it till I'm finished.
When he speaks, he'll come up.
Mr. Jealous, let me apologize in advance. I may have to interrupt some of your answers because we only have 5 minutes. I'm not trying to be rude. I just got a number of questions. I appreciate your passion. I confess I don't understand exactly what you're alleging. I get the part where you think that corporate money and dark money is dangerous. And I got the part where you don't think Chief Justice Roberts is doing a particularly swell job, nor do you like many of his opinions. Connect those two for me. I mean, are you suggesting that someone is using the corporate money to bribe the Chief Justice?
For me, I was having trouble hearing at the very beginning.
You mean I got to repeat all that?
No. I heard the question, sir. At the very beginning, I couldn't hear who you were addressing it to. I wanted to make sure that it was to me before I answered. That's all, sir. So sure. I'm not a lawyer, but as a former investigative...
But are you, just help me get to the bottom line. Are you suggesting that someone's using the corporate money or the dark money to bribe the Chief Justice?
What I'm suggesting, sir, is that there's a rigged system that's pretty obvious. I mean, when you look at the Chamber of Commerce...
What do you mean by rigged?
What I mean by rigged, sir, is that you've got dark money spending $18 million to put a pro-corporate justice on the Supreme Court.
How do you know that's influencing the way the Chief Justice decides cases?
Well, sir, it's notable that the last two, that the justice who got held back didn't have $18 million.
But how do you know that money is influencing the way the Chief Justice decides cases? Now, you've made a very serious allegation. Tell me how you back it up.
Sir, what I described is a rigged system in which you have dark money campaigns.
Wait, Mr. Jones, I'm sorry, but
justices onto our Supreme Court.
I'm trying to stay on the subject. I listened patiently to your speech, and I appreciate your passion, but we need to connect the two. You've made some pretty serious allegations.
And
now,
sir,
are you saying that this dark money and this corporate money is being used? Let me put it another way. Are you saying the Chief Justice is voting the way he's voting because of this dark money and corporate money?
In part, sir.
Okay. Let me ask. I'm sorry to cut you off. Let me go to Ms. Graves. Ms. Graves, I appreciate your passion too, and I got the part about the Federalist Society. And I got you, and you made some comments about dark money going to the Federalist Society. And you talked to, I take it you're not a fan of Justice Kavanaugh as a nomination. How do you connect those two? Are you suggesting that the Federalist Society bribed somebody to nominate Justice Kavanaugh?
Senator Kennedy, the record shows that Donald Trump outsourced the pre-selection process for judicial nominees to Leonard Leo, who has long been the vice president.
I remember that. But I'm trying to understand what you're alleging. Are you alleging that the Federalist Society bribed the President of the United States to nominate Kavanaugh with this dark money?
What I'm saying, Senator, is that the record shows that this Federalist Society and Leonard Leo has exercised extraordinary influence over handpicking who gets on the court. And then he went to donors at the Council on National Policy to tell them that due to these selections, America was at the precipice of a revival of laws dating back more than 100 years.
Yes, ma'am, and I listened to your speech, but I'm trying to understand. You got to connect up. These are serious allegations you're making, and you've got to connect up the money to the decision.
Yes, certainly, sir. And in fact, Leonard Leo made...
But are you saying that Trump would not have selected Kavanaugh but for this dark money?
What I'm saying is that it's quite clear that these individuals were handpicked by Leonard Leo for Donald Trump to choose from because he thought that they would advance his agenda. And his
How do
agenda
you know
is
that?
because he told the Council on National Policy in his own words.
No, he
that
said
the-
he said he was influenced by. I'm not defending him, but he said he was influenced by the. How do you know what was in the president's head?
I don't think anyone knows what's in that president's head, Donald Trump's head. But I think that what's clear is that he spoke many times about how he was giving the role of choosing to the Federal Society. The Federal Society has advanced a number of positions
Okay,
through.
let me ask you one last question because I don't want to overdoing time. Are you suggesting that the Federalist Society is using this dark money to bribe anybody?
Senator, there's an array of ways in which the judicial function can be corrupted, and dark money is a way of corruption.
Well, are they bribing somebody? And if so, who is it?
Like a brown paper bag of cash is not the only way in which money can influence and distort the rulings of judges or of others. And so this issue of how you define bribery, I think, is somewhat of a red herring. In fact, before the people...
Do you think they're being bribed one way? Just tell me. If you do, it's okay. I just want to know what you're saying. Do you think that they're bribing anybody to have somebody nominated?
Senator, there's a legal definition of bribery in the United States Code that's a very specific, narrow definition.
Okay, I'm
that's
done.
not the layperson's definition of corruption and undue influence.
Mr. Lee, Senator Lee.
Why is that happening?